for you and it's for me. TLC, TLC, TLC. It's for you and it's for me. TLC. All right, I see you, Antoinette, chiming in from the ATL. Right, all right. Shani, yes, we see you from Austin, Texas. Hello to everybody tonight. Yes. All right, we see you all jumping on tonight. Sean Jackson, you, Mary, yes, it's on here. All right, guys. All right. I'm not going to ponder. Again, tonight, I want to say hello to each and every one of you that's jumping on our team call, this Thursday night team call that takes place every Thursday, no matter what, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you got to know, teams, that plugging in is one of the keys to your success. So as you are building this business, make sure that you are plugging your team into the information, because this is the information that you want to duplicate in your business. Because when people say yes to a business like ours, you got to know that it's unlike anything that they've ever done many times. Sometimes they've done a lot of these businesses along the course of the years, but guess what? It's not like a job. So getting on these team calls is part of your process. Making sure that you show up at the events is part of your process. Making sure that you're doing the daily activities is part of your process. Making sure that you are becoming a product of the product is a part of your process. And so when you understand what's the key word here tonight, it's all about process, then that's when your life will change. And that's when the success that you're looking forward to happen in your TLC business will begin to become your reality. So again, I just want to say welcome to every single new life changer. To those of you that are new to our team, new to TLC, welcome. We appreciate you. We love you. And congratulations for your yes, because it's all about you now understanding that your life can change, but you made a decision to be that life changer, so that guess what? Now you can go out and you can help to change the lives of others. And that's what's called purpose, right? So know that right now we are fired up and excited. I don't know if Sunita has jumped on this call just yet, but thank you, Sunita, for serving our platform today. To everybody that serves our TLC Conversations platform, that is a call team that takes place every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to talk to you tonight about a couple skills that you want to begin to master in order to really take your business to the next level. And one of the skills is that you got to learn how to promote, and you got to learn how to invite, okay? Invite to something. So TLC Conversations is a platform that we put together for each and every one of you for two reasons. Number one, for you to share, okay? And that means that you're now going to invite people to come and to listen, because now you want to put people in front of the information, because it's all about exposing. Master exposers is what you want to become. And so now you expose this information, leveraging TLC Conversations. Now your guests get on, right? You want to show up, because this is how you're going to learn, how you're going to grow, how you're going to understand how to talk about the products. But not only that, this is also a way for you to learn how to talk about the compensation plan. So the more you plug in, the more that you do, the better you're going to get. You got to realize that everybody that joins a business like this, nobody knows what they're doing. I didn't know what I was doing 5 years ago, but I could tell you I learned a couple skills. And as I learned those skills and I started to plug in, that's when life began to change for real. I understood it. I took notes. I didn't just get on calls, but literally, I have pages and pages of notes. Every time I sit down and I listen to the same information over and over and over again, guess what? I'm taking notes every single time. And that's something that Nate and I learned how to do a long time ago. And as a result of it, it becomes a part of you. So TLC Conversations, y'all write that down, okay? It's designed for you. That's the first reason, to promote. The second reason is a lot of you out there have some phenomenal testimonies. Real talk. Becoming a product of the product is everything. That's why we got these products. You create your 30-day story. If you have not mastered a 30-day story, then guess what? It's time to start anew. February is right around the corner. So make a decision that, you know what, in the month of February, I'm going to set myself on fire and allow the world to watch me burn, or allow the world to ask me some questions, okay? What are you doing? because I'm seeing you talk about this tea. I'm seeing you talk about CBD. I'm seeing you talk about all of these different things. Not to mention, I'm seeing a change in you. I'm seeing you put your feet on the scale, right? And now you're saying, look at me, I'm down a pound. Look at me, I'm down another pound. Whatever it is, but now you're literally putting it out there. You're painting a picture for the world, and guess what? They're gonna start to ask some questions. So now, TLC Conversations, that's a platform in which we are always looking for stories to highlight. We got a group of people who have committed themselves to definitely doing this call, but guess what? We're always looking for more people to commit. This is a platform in which we created for our team to grow, for you to be able to get on this platform to, number one, share your personal story, and then to eventually be the person on the platform talking about TLC, talking about the products, talking about how, you know, the compensation plan has been able to benefit you, and telling everybody how we get paid 6 ways. Now bringing somebody on to share a personal story. So you get how this thing begins to work. The more you do it, the better you get. So TLC Conversations, all right? Also know that once you get started, okay, we got a getting started text message that you want to make sure that you have it. And as you have it, you want to make sure that this information is filtering down to your entire organization. You see, when somebody gets into this business, there's a couple things that you want to make sure happens immediately in order to help them create some type of success. And obviously, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Okay, so you give them the detailed information, but once you identify a person's why, once you identify what a person's goal is, you can now leverage that information in order to move them to action. Remember, statistics show that if you help a person make at least $20 in the first 2 weeks of them saying yes to TLC, that's selling one product, team. They will be here. Statistics show 6 months from now, about 77%. But when you bring somebody into this business and now they don't make any money in those first 2 weeks, guess what? The numbers decline to like 22% being here 6 months from now. So you got to understand that the goal is to get somebody into the business and to move them along. But you also have to know that once you provide the information, it all boils down to how bad does a person want it? How bad does a person want it? Because you could be that person that says, here's the information. I need you to listen to this getting started video, watch it, take some notes, understand the 4 steps and the activity, but also the purple book. The purple book is something that everybody has to do. And if you all don't realize it, this is the new one. Okay, we got these in the mail. I guess corporate blessed us with these. All right, I don't believe I ordered them, but the new ones are out. And I tell you, we're really excited about it because it really breaks down the understanding that, number one, we have a retail to recruit mindset over here with the 10-5-2 system, but also it breaks down how literally if you focus on this 10-5-2 system in 6 weeks time, the numbers are crazy. Okay, in 6 weeks time, your earnings will be over $5,000. It's a simple system that you got to learn how to follow and duplicate and get people to duplicate. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this tonight. But again, the purple book. So the getting started video, the purple book, and honestly, if somebody can't do those 2 things, you don't have anything to talk about. Real talk. The purple book must be done because the purple book is something that now is going to identify the person's, personal goals. It's going to identify, the reasons why they said yes to TLC, because the why has to be so big to where when circumstances and when life begins to happen, guess what? It's not going to take that person off of their game because of the fact that they know the reason why they said yes to TLC. And what I love is sometimes we can say, okay, well, my why is my family, my why is my kids, but that's not even big enough, okay? Because why is it that you want this for your family? Why is it that you want this for your kids? Why is it that you want time freedom? Why is it that you want to be able to say yes to TLC and now do something else because you're leveraging this as a vehicle? So what I love about this book is that you have to list like 10 reasons. And those 10 reasons have to be the very thing, team, that now gets you up every single day and causes you to push past adversity, causes you to push past the no's, causes you to get up and understand that, you know what, this is a process. You didn't just say yes to a get rich quick scheme, but instead you said yes to a viable home-based business, one that if Pam McCray, your leader, your coach, literally could say yes, go from broke, from afraid, from shy, from everything, and now get in the game and make a decision to do what was necessary in order to win. Why not y'all? But it all boils down to, again, how bad do you want it? Is your why big enough? Is that why the very thing that gets you up every day, that now allows you to spread them wings and to fly, into understanding that everybody is not going to support you? Newsflash, how many of y'all just got started? For real, right? How many of y'all just got started? Some of you just got started. And the very people that you thought was going to support you, they're not even answering your calls, right? Right, Shawnee? I see you over there. They're not even answering, right? Right? Is it, oh man, I don't want to mess your name up. You just told us that, Jai, right? Am I right? Okay, right? Tatanicious, right? How many of y'all had that hope, that excitement to say, yes, I know this person, that person, every person. And you know what? I can't wait for them to support me and to buy my tea. I know that my girlfriend who just borrowed $20 from me last week is going to say yes because she's looking for something in order to make some money, right? I see you over there, Shawnee, right? For real, newsflash, understand that's not how it happens here in our industry. But you have to realize that it's because of the mindset of the average person. You all are not average. I want you to know that today. You all are above average. You all are extraordinary. You all are winners. You all are a part of the 3% because you think differently. So that means that, you know what, the average people, there's a lot of average people in the world. 97% of the world is average. So imagine how much work you got to do, how many lives you have to change, how much exposing you got to now expose in order to now find the right ones. And knowing that sometimes as you're now sharing and that people that join you, that they still may not be the right ones. How many of you have had people join you in business and they say, yes, I'm the next story. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And you look up and you can't even find them. You can't even get the purple book. You can't even get the list. You can't even get the information necessary, but yet they said that I am going to be the next story. I want change. Understand. Welcome to network marketing. This isn't business, and it's an industry team that's not meant for the faint-hearted. It's not meant for the people that quit. It's not meant for the ones that don't understand that every day, remember I say that all the time, every day you got to work on your mind. What books, y'all put in the chat. Tell me what books y'all reading right now at this given moment. What book are you reading? Because if you're not growing and elevating your mind every single day, then 90% of the battle is not even about to be won. Because 90% of the battle is right here in the mind. 90% of this battle starts with you making a decision that I have to grow in order to become, in order to now be the person that I'm looking for. Because this is something in which you have to become the person that you're looking for. Awesome, Sean. Yes, no limits, right? Right? You have to become the person that you're looking for. We do something what we call, it's called attraction marketing. So therefore, we have to present ourselves, team, as something attractive in order for people to want to now be attracted to us. So therefore, we have to think differently. We have to move differently. We have to act differently. So if you're not reading something every day, working on your mind, wonderful, Think and Grow Rich and The Richest Man in Babylon, awesome, Alana, then what's happening is every little thing that comes your way is going to toss you. It's going to turn you. It's going to cause you to not be the network marketing professional that you got to be in order to win over here at TLC. You see, there's 3 types of people that join our business, okay? And I want you to identify what category are you in, okay? Identify which category am I in as I look at my TLC business. As I said yes, am I really putting in the work, okay? Am I really doing what's necessary? So you got the posers, okay? That's the first type of person. You have the amateurs. That's the second type of person. And you have the professionals. Those are the three types of people that actually join network marketing businesses. So now the poser is the person that pretty much comes into TLC and really doesn't put in any work, okay? The poser is somebody who, when you mention the list, they may create a list, but it's very small. You see, the poser is the person that starts to outthink, themselves. They start to overthink the activity. They start to overthink the process. And so they think very small. They don't have the big goals. And so they come in and they're the ones that a lot of times they join the team, but they never really even get to the bench, okay? They don't even get to the bench. And so now what ends up happening is that poser will come in and let's say they create a list of very few people, but that list is really not anything to explode their business because they are now prejudging people. And I can tell you that 99% of the time when people join businesses like this, we all fall into this category, like real talk, because I can tell you that Nate and I, over the 20 years of being a part of businesses in this industry, many times we join businesses as posers. A poser is a person that you join, but you know what? You still looking to the left. You're still looking to the right. You're seeing this business, jump off over here, and you're saying, what if? Because you're not focused. You may be trying to do way too many things. You may be having that shiny ball syndrome. So you're hearing about timing and positioning, but you're in a position right here. But now this company jumps open and saying timing and position. And so you take the same you over somewhere else expecting something different. That used to be us, y'all. Remember, one of the things that we bring to the table from failing for 20 years is that everything that you all could do wrong, we did it wrong. We did it all wrong. So we're here to try to help you all so that you don't have to make those same mistakes because you have the perfect opportunity. You see, we had to do everything wrong in order to find TLC 5 years ago. So it was that process that we had to go through in order to now become the person that we needed to be in order for this to be the perfect vehicle, the perfect opportunity with the perfect products, so that now we can elevate and we can win and we can show all of you how to win at the same game. That's all it is. We're playing a game every single day, and you got to get good at this game, right? So that's the poser. Then you have the amateurs, okay? The amateurs are the ones that come in, and you're going to build a list, okay? You're going to take the time. You're going to build a list. You're not going to prejudge people. You're going to say, hey, to whoever your sponsor is, to whoever, maybe your coach, and you're going to say, listen, here's my list of 50 people, and sometimes amateurs may know more people, but they stop at 50 because that's like the magic number that we mentioned, right? So they don't go all the way to 60, 70, 80, 100. But what happens with that amateur is they're excited and they'll come in and they'll figure out the best way to work their list, okay? One of the things that we are learning, and we know in this day and age, in this season, and many times people are afraid of the list is because people don't want to pick up the phone. But guess what? What if I told you tonight that you don't have to pick up the phone? Like for real. We live in a whole different society. So if you're somebody looking at me today and you're saying, well, you know what? I don't want to build my list because I'm afraid to pick up the phone. Number one, you're going to have to get rid of that fear because that fear is going to be the very thing to hold you back and you got to punch through it. But maybe you have a different type of network to where you could reach your network in different ways. So if that's what works for your network, then do the very thing that works for your network. So it's time out. The industry has changed in so many different ways to where the internet, social media, so many texting, just everything has now opened it up to there's so many different ways to expose, but you have to expose. But now that amateur is going to create one list of people and they're going to stop right there. So the list does not keep going. So basically, they may do a Facebook Live, they may do an Instagram Live, they may do a Zoom or a call or something to expose their network, but then they stop and they never do it again. So the amateur doesn't realize that that list, those friends and family, remember I asked you all how many of you thought friends and family was going to buy from you, support you, and none of them did. It's really just practice, team. It's for you to say yes, to get some practice, to get accustomed to the nose, to get that tough skin, because you got to have some tough skin to build this business. And now, because you now move past the friends and family, you let them know what you're a part of, because they're going to come back. Okay, once they start to see your success, once they start to see you losing weight, if you need to lose weight, are you toning up, or you're just happy because you're on a happy pill, they're going to want to know, how can I be happy too? They're going to want to know, how can I drop me 5 pounds in 5 days too? They're going to want to know when you say, listen, I just went out, and y'all say, hey, I just went out and I just sold me 5 packs of tea and I put some money in my pocket. I was able to pay my light bill, my car note, whatever it is. They're going to want to know, how can I pay my light bill and my car note too, right? But again, that's just to expose them so that they can come back one day. But you can't worry about them. Kim has to be your best friend. Keep it moving. That's practice. So now the amateur is going to, plug into some things, but they're not going to really give it their all. And so the amateur really doesn't understand that you got to practice the principles in order to participate in the promise, that there's certain activities that you have to do every day in your business, and certain skills that you got to master in your business in order to create the success that you want to create over here at TLC. So the amateur, kind of wants it, but the amateur still isn't real clear on the why, because everything is tossing and turning them, and they're not getting up every day and putting in the work in order to get it done. But then there's the professional. And this is something that everybody, if you want to win in our industry and you want to win big, you need to be working towards becoming that professional. Okay? So we start off as amateurs, some posers, but you have to be working every day to become a professional. Now, does that mean, Pam, that I need to be studying every product and knowing what's in every single product? No. Does that mean that I need to know every aspect of the back office before I can move? No, because what you're doing is you are spending too much time on non-income producing activities. Y'all write that down. I need to focus on income producing activities. Ignorance on fire. Y'all, some of you out there may be overthinking this process. Some of you out there may be spending too much time thinking that you got to know. You need to know a few things when you go into the back office. Number one, your SmartShip. You serious? Put it on 120. Set it, forget it. You need those 3 products coming into your household. Your SmartShip is for you, team. It's not for you to go out and sell your product to somebody, your neighbor, your coworker. That means that you're not a product of the product. Why am I so excited about TLC? I'm passionate about these products. I can't go a day without my tea, my NutriBurst, my NRG, my Chaga, my Chewy, my hair, skin, and nails, my Blossom Me. Let's not forget that Blossom Me. Lord Jesus, thank you for that Blossom Me. All right, I cannot go a day without my Delgado coffee. I cannot go, all of these products. So therefore, you can't shake me or break me. Why? Because I know these products work. They are changing my life. Now the Harmony drops. All you had to do was tell me that it stops fat cells. And yes, give me some Harmony every day. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even take that for real, because I'm on so much. But you told me it stops fat cells, and I told y'all I like to eat. Okay? So therefore, let's stop all the fat cells. I'm 50 and I need to be able to stop every fat cell that's trying to come my way, right? So therefore, your SmartShip, set it and forget it. It's for you, not to sell it. Okay? You get you some other product in your household in order to sell it. Order every week in order to get some product into your household so that you can build some inventory. Number 2, you got to know how to change your binary. Okay? So how do you place a person on your left, and how do you place a person on your right? It's real simple. When you click on your name up at the top, profile settings, profile, one of them links, you click it. And now literally you scroll down all your information and it tells you binary placement, okay? That's it. Then on top of that, your commissions, okay? Your commissions, you need to know where to click. Making sure that you are set up for your commission, because we don't play about the commission. Making sure that you've done everything to make sure that your money is gonna hit that pay portal every single week, all right? And then the 4th thing that I would highly encourage everybody to start to learn is go into my business and to click on volumes. Start to look at that. Start to pay attention to your left side and your right side. because when you want to hit a rank, you have to know that it's going to be the volume that begins to build, that begins to add, so that now you be able to understand, what's on my left side this week? What's on my right side this week? Am I close? Is my volume building to the point to where, maybe one side is done and now I just need to focus on this side, so that now I can go ahead and I can go apprentice. I could go ahead and I can knock out director. But you got to pay attention to these things every single week in order to make sure you're good. Now, I'm going to tell you another thing that I want y'all to pay attention to. If you look to the left, which is the, I don't even know what it's called, but it's where they show whether you're binary qualified, where you're on the SmartShip is all the way on the left, okay? That little box area. If you see any red X's, that's a problem, okay? No red X's. So if there's an X by binary qualified, make this the last week that there's an X by binary qualified. Go get your 2. If there's an X by your personal volume, that's a problem because it means you're not active, okay? And therefore, that means that you're not going to get a paycheck. So sometimes the way TOC system is set up is if it's your week for your SmartShip, thank you, Sunita, it's your metrics. If it's your week for your SmartShip, I told you I don't know everything. I'm back all the time. I don't pay that no attention. I care less what it's called. I just know what's there. All right. So listen, if it's your week for your SmartShip, sometimes what will happen is that you'll see that X by your personal volume because maybe perhaps your SmartShip hasn't, and this doesn't happen for everybody. I know that they were trying to fix this because it can be kind of confusing. For some weeks, let's say that your SmartShip runs on a Thursday, and at the beginning of that week on Friday, it might say that you're not active, but that's because your SmartShip is supposed to run on Thursday. You need to make sure that that's the situation. If on Thursday that red X does not change, like right now, with it being the end of the pay week, right, at 1 a.m. tonight, if there's a red X still back there, that's a problem, okay? That means that something didn't happen. Your SmartShip didn't run. There was some type of glitch. You need to place an order in order to get rid of that X, all right? Everybody with me? All right? Then sometimes, let's say that it might be saying that you're not binary qualified, right? But you're saying, well, I put a person on the left and I put a person on the right. So why is it saying I'm not binary qualified this week? I don't understand it. It could be that if you only have a few people, that maybe that person's SmartShip didn't run, or that person decided not to SmartShip and they're inactive. So you have to pay attention to those X's too, because those X's will determine whether you get a check or whether your check flushes down the drain. All right. Some of those checks don't flush down the drain. Some of them checks compress up. Okay. When it starts to get into check matches and things like that, it's not going to flush down the drain. TOC for real is paying us this money. It just means that it's going to bypass you and it's going to go up to your upline. Okay. So make sure that you take care of all of that. All right. So that's the back office, right? So now the professional also not just builds a list one time, but the professional builds that list long and strong. They think of everybody they know because they understand that, you know what? I am launching a major project. I am launching something that I've never done before in my entire life, and I know the possibilities and where it can take me. So therefore, the professional has this big vision. They know exactly what they want, and they understand that if you treat this like a business, you're going to get paid like a business. But if you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get hobby checks. So that professional has a calendar, whether it's a book like I use or whether it's automated online because y'all got technology down pat. I'm working on it. I'm not there yet. But whatever it is, that professional knows that, you know what, there's activities that I have to do every single day. And you know what? I got them written down. There's activities that I got to do every single week. It's not enough for me to do a Facebook Live once a week and I'm good. It's not enough to say, you know what? I'm not going to expose whether you do home parties, and maybe you're open to home parties, but you do one every 6 months. That's not a professional. The professional understands activity, but the professional also understands duplication. So it's not about just you doing that one home party, but now you're getting your people into the business to helping them to understand, because you're passionate about home parties, then you teach them that. So listen, we need to book your party. So whereas you might be doing a party that week, but now you got 3, 4, 5 people in your team who doing parties in their location. And guess what? That's the duplication. That's how you start to climb through the ranks because of the activity. So that professional takes that list and they reach out to everybody, however you choose, the best avenue in order to expose this business. But that professional also understands that a no means not right now. So you know how to table people, you know how to put them in different categories. But that professional also knows that as I'm exposing every single day, that my list needs to continue to grow every day. So you're adding people to that list every day, because that pipeline is something that you want full. So when you turn on the water pipe, you always want an influx of people, of customers, of potential business partners flowing out of it, because you get it and you understand the mindset of this being a business, and you grand open this thing. You want the world to know about it, and nobody is going to stop you from talking about it because of you knowing the possibilities and what TLC can do for you and your family. The professional doesn't care about the no's. The professional is like, listen, the mindset that you have when somebody tells you no is like, I feel sorry for you, for real. Because you just tried to expose them to products that could change their life. They said no. You just tried to expose them to an opportunity that could literally could help them to pay their mortgage that they sitting back saying, I'm about to go into foreclosure. They don't know, right? So you feel like I feel sorry for you. That's the mindset. And you keep it moving. The professional understands that there's a lot of different things that you got to do every day, but the professional also understands that when these TLC events happen, that you need to do what's necessary in order to make sure that you position yourself in the atmosphere. We become master promoters. Everything that we do is an event. So not just the TLC gatherings, okay? Because yes, all roads lead to New Orleans. That city will be set on fire this weekend, right? And so we understand that, you know what, we got to get to these events, all right? And you got to plan accordingly in order to make sure that you're getting to the major events. Not to say that you got to go to every single event. Last year, TLC had the event every month, and we went to a lot of those events. But you may not be able to do that. But this year, they cut it down. So therefore, they're only once a quarter, right? Once a quarter. But the next one, you miss a NOLA team. It's not an option to miss Indianapolis in July. So therefore, you should be planning for Indianapolis now. Now, NOW, there's no other way. No other way. Now, okay? So that's going to be a major event. But you know what? Not just planning. Professionals don't just plan. Professionals say that, you know what? I'm not showing up at this event, you know, just as anything. Professionals set a goal. And that goal is that, you know what? In Indianapolis, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have made such and such dollars, and that I am crossing the stage as whatever rank that you choose to be. Because you put a number on it, you identified that, you know what, TLC is really, you know, we change lives. Retail is the key that unlocks the compensation plan. Going director is the key to the compensation plan. So I'm hearing about this. So I refuse to show up as just an apprentice. Yes, we love the apprentices. All right. But at the end of the day, if you came to build a business, if you came to create residual income team, the residual income comes from you now focusing on the binary, from you focusing on those customers. Some of you got, I don't know, hundreds of customers, right? But are they on SmartShips? Have you talked to them to now get them to say, you know what, I appreciate you being a valued customer. But now, you know, let me go ahead and put you on this SmartShip. Not only is it going to get the product to you, you know, every single month on time without you going without it, but you know what? You get 3 products, you get 2 products, TLC gonna give you a little money back in your pocket, $5, $10, depending on what you got coming in. But now that's your residual income. Now you don't have to, now you're just checking on that customer and seeing how they're doing because you know that the product is coming. But then you got those that say, you know what, I want to build a team, right? And you unlock that binary. You see, guys, 10-5-2 is everything. 10-5-2 is the system. And I promise you that if you focus on 10-5-2 at a minimum every single week, it will absolutely change your life. If you begin to tell your team that, you know what, as they begin to partner with you, 10-5-2, as soon as they get in, you want to be G5 qualified. Get your 5 customers. Because when you get those 5 customers, remember, the goal is to help a person to get paid. So when they get those 5 customers, ching, ching, that's $100 right in their pocket that they just made, right? So 10 to try. You get the samples. 10 samples need to go out every week. Make it a point that, you know what, I'm gonna find a way to get 10 samples out every week. Whether you're leveraging the sample system, whether you're going out and you're taking the individual teas and you're now taking 2, please, 2. One, you need at least 2. One for them to try, one for them to solidify, okay? So don't go out and sample, you know, just one little pack of tea. If you're breaking down the product, give a person at least 2. One for them to try, the second for them to solidify, okay? So they can see, well, you know, I think it did this, but now the second one is going to seal the deal. So it doesn't matter what you do, how you do it. IAO, improvise, adapt, and overcome. They and I are big on that. So you figure it out. So if you don't have the money to go out and to buy these $5 samples, but here's what I recommend. Invest in your business every single week. Every week. Do a little bit. Go back and leverage the point system, okay? As your commissions start to come in, leverage the point system that's back there. Do you realize that if you go to that your name up at the top and you go into your profile settings, that there's something called points under commissions, and you literally could take 10 points, 20 points, they equal dollars. And now you transfer them to a point account so that the points are now beginning to build up every week. Nate and I have, I set this up a couple months ago, right? Because we were buying with the contest. And I could promise you that now when we decide to bless and to do this and that, listen, it's not even coming out of our commissions. We have thousands of dollars in points because of the amount that we invest, a couple hundred in points every week. We don't even miss those points, those dollars. So imagine you now doing 10, 20, 30, whatever it is, transferring it to points so that now your points are beginning to build up every single week. And now you can take it and you can invest in some samples. You can take it and now you can say, I'm gonna run a campaign, and you know what, a campaign, and I'm gonna send out 10 free samples this week. So now you go live, hey, I'm looking for, 10 people, first 10 people that send me a DM, let me know your goals, what do you wanna do, how much weight you wanna lose, send me a DM, let's connect. I'm gonna send you a free sample. It's not coming out of your pocket because you build it up. You see, these are some of the things that professionals do, all right, in order to take your business to the next level. So that 10-5-2 is powerful. And in this new purple book, guys, it's broken down. And I know that TLC has gone over and over and over again, all from week to week. And as y'all see it, and I am going to study this week to week to really be able to break it down to you guys outside of just reading it. But I can tell you that Nate and I are going to take the time to really look over this. But just the duplication, the power of 10 samples going out every week, 5 that's going to buy, right? And now 2 that are going to now join you in business, right? 10 to try, 5 to buy, 2 to fly, okay? Qualify is what Scott calls it, all right? You qualify on that binary, all right? So now you're flying with those 2 people. So just in that situation, let's say that somebody joins you, right? And they join you in business and you got the samples out. You just made $100 off of the, and I'm writing this down. You just made $100, right? Y'all can see this board. I'm gonna tilt my thing. You just made $100 because the 10-5-2 is powerful, right? So can y'all see that? Yes, Sean, thank you. All right, 10-5-2. So you got the 10 samples out, right? Samples went out. And I can promise you, if I unmute this line, that there's people on this call right now who literally all we did was send them a sample. We just sent them a sample. And literally they wanted to just try the product, but then ended up getting back to us and saying, you know what, I'm ready to join. This stuff works. What do I need to do? I know some other people, right? So now you get the 5, those are your customers, right? So you just made $100 off of these people. If they buy one product, you just made $100. Now you got the 2 people in order to get your binary or to keep getting your binaries, okay? So you get the 2 people, let's say that they join, and believe it or not, on the 6th week with this whole plan, where you're making $5,000 a week, TLC is basing this on people joining you with one product. One product, which is crazy. But I can tell you, I would never promote anybody joining you with one product, and I'll tell you why. But if that's all they got, yes, absolutely. All right, because it don't matter how you start, it matters that you start, right? Y'all hear me say that all the time. So let's just say that this person joins you, and I'm gonna say at least a Get Fit kit, a business kit, you know, one of those, Get Fit, Freedom Kit, all of these kits we got out there, right? So now they join you, 2 of these people, on those kits. There's 120 in volume, right? On the Get Fit kit. All right? So if they get in with that Get Fit kit, there's 120 in volume. So what just happened is you just made $60 times 2. So right there, you just made 120 here, plus you made 100 over here, plus 5, actually, a part of the customers. I'm not gonna go into it, but once you have your binary, okay, whatever the customer volume, you get 25% volume off of a customer order. And that volume does fall into the binary before the end of the week. It's going to fall on your lesser leg. So if this was based off of one product, you would get the 10% off of the binary. So you actually would make another $5. So you're really making $105 here, plus the 120. So there you got $225 just from that. It's from you doing that. But that does not even add up to how this thing is going to begin to multiply as people, as you teach a person to come in. I need you to get this is what you want to do. 10 samples out. You got your samples. You need 5 new customers, and we need to get you binary qualified. This is one of the reasons why Nate and I, we absolutely love the whole launch process, the whole Zoom call process, because of the fact that somebody could join you on a Monday, right? Have a list by Tuesday, Purple Book. Well, they may not have the Purple Book just yet, okay? But they can download it. I think TLC sends it in a welcome email, I believe, to where they can download it and get through it, right? But have a list by Tuesday. By Wednesday, team, we having a call. By Thursday, they're getting paid. Imagine that. It's called duplication. And you helping a person to understand that it's the speed of implementation that's going to get it done. The person that comes into this business and runs and understands that it's not about the onesie twosie. Okay, you know people, but it's not about you now reaching out to one person at a time. That is the slow process. Team, slow and steady does not win the race of network marketing. It's the speed of implementation. So some of you have people that you join, coaches that you look up to, and you know what, they're saying some things to you. You know, have you built your list? Have you done the Purple Book? You know, let's get you binary qualified. Let's get you G5 qualified, and it's great because maybe you got a customer. Okay, wonderful. That's not it. That's not it. You got to turn it up. You got to speed this thing up. You got to get yourself into action in order to create the traction necessary in order to win in this business. So it's all about the speed of implementation. But now what happens is, not only did you make that, right, but you got your binary. And so some of y'all are saying, okay, I'm hearing about director, right? I want to go director, right? Well, think about this. This is you up here. You just got 2 people into the business, 1 and 2, right? Well, we said that these 2 people joined with the Get Fit kit. So you made your $60 off of each person. There's 120 in volume attached, 120 in volume attached to each kit. So now what goes into your binary is 25% of the volume, all right? 25% of the volume goes into the volume. Into the binary. So therefore, from this 120, you now are going to get 30 points into the binary, right? Because 50%, 50 is 20, 60. So you're going to get 30 points. So you just made $60 off of this person, but you got 30 points in the binary. All right. So here's the power of duplication. Now think about this. If you get in and you decide to do 10, 5, 2, and you never really teach your people, and mind you that everybody's not going to do the work, all right? And I'll show you that too. But everybody's not going to do the work. But let's just say you get in and you don't really focus in helping people to understand the power of 10, 5, 2, and you try to do this on your own, right? You want to go direct on your own. That's a long road. That's a very long road with 30 points. I can tell you that Nate and I, unless a person tells us they don't have it, we're not trying to bring anybody in with just a Get Fit kit. Because think about this, all right? We always ask a budget, and if that's their budget, they'll get in with that, right? But many times, if you limit people, they're gonna make their minimums their maximums, okay? So you have to understand, that's just 30 points in the binary. Now you're gonna earn 10% off of that. Go figure, right? $3 off of that, right? So, but here's the thing. Remember this, when a person gets in with just a Get Fit kit, a Freedom kit, the CBD kit, whatever kit, we got so many kits out there right now. Matter of fact, I updated this application that I have probably a couple months ago, and I printed it out with all the packages, okay? Because that's another thing, we're not talking about these packages enough, all right, to help people to understand a business and making a business decision and having some product in order to open up your business. So when a person comes in with just that Get Fit kit, that's product for them, right? That's product for them. But they just started a home-based business. So they're already out of business because they're drinking the tea, they're taking the NutriBurst, and they're taking the NRG. So what product do I have to now get up and to be excited and to go to work, and to tell somebody about what I just did other than, yes, the samples, I can sample them, but how am I gonna put some money in my pocket? So therefore, one of the things that we do, it's wonderful, get in with that Get Fit kit because I wanna know your personal goals. That kit is gonna help you to get your goals. But now what we talk about, somebody says I got $300, somebody say I got $500, that's why you gotta ask a person, what is their budget? Okay, what's your budget? How much do you have to invest in your home-based business? Stop settling for $40 one product. Stop settling for 2 products. Stop settling for a Get Fit kit. Okay, you got to change your thinking because one of the things that I could tell you that we always talked about and people have gotten away from this is, you know what, $300, $500. There is a $1,200 elite pack, but I don't know if that's going to work because you got to look at the product and see, okay, is this going to be product that they can actually, be able to move? But the good thing about TLC is that you don't have to focus on them. We can customize our packages, right? You can customize the pack so that people can get some more product so they now not just in business, but they actually have a business that they can kick off because now they got some product, no business, right? So therefore, I'm going to take that person who now joins and I'm going to say, listen, don't just get you the Get Fit kit because this is what you got to invest, but here's what I recommend. Get you a 10-pack of tea, all right? The original brew tea is the one that changed my life. You now go out, that 10-pack of tea that they pay $100 for, you're gonna put $200 in your pocket, okay? You're gonna put that 200. Somebody's gonna lose 5 pounds in 5 days, and guess what's gonna happen? They are coming back for more. If you are favor the instant tea, then grab teach them to get them 2 bags of tea. At least one month supply, okay? Because that's gonna give them 2, right? So now they're able to go out and to triple that investment by now breaking down the tea, all right? So whatever it is, but they gotta have some product. So when you do that, think about how the binary is gonna change now as far as with the volume. So if somebody comes in with, let's say, a Get Fit kit, and they decide to now also go out and get the 2 packs of the instant tea. So 2 months. So they get the 4 bags of the instant tea, right? So they invest another $120 into their business. Now, how did that change? Now, how did that change your binary? It did. It changed your binary because now you are getting off of that one order, number one, financially, they just spent another $120, right? So therefore, you just earned another $20 off of each one, right? So you just earned $40 more because they got more, right? Because you get $20 off of each month supply, right? Those products have 40 in volume, right? So therefore, you're getting another 10 points, right? So it's not a whole lot, but you just increase your income. But again, when you start to teach people to understand it, that they got to have product, and this is the season in which people got money. Why? It's tax season. So when you understand that as people are getting back their tax returns, that they got money to invest. So therefore, now start to let them know, don't just get started, but have some product in your hands so that now you can begin to build your business. So now, whereas this doesn't look like a whole lot of volume, but what's going to happen, team, is as this thing begins to duplicate, as people begin to now go out and to get themselves binary qualified, or as people now say, you know what, I'm going to invest $500 in my business, and now they invest $500 in volume, $500 in their business, and that 500 might have 200 points. Think how that 200 in volume. So now you just made, some money off of the binary, right? Because of the fact that now they invested. And so now you can see how the volume can begin to build, but it's all about the duplication. So now you go out and you get yourself, you're doing the 10-5-2 every single week, and you'll be able to see through the purple book how it begins to duplicate. But now you just told this person how to go out, and you need to get yourself binary qualified. Let's say they do the same thing, because that's what you taught them, right? They get binary qualified. So now they go out and they sell a kit, and it's 40 points, and it's 40 points, and it's 40 points over here. So now your points begin to add up, but now you didn't stop, because you're sending out 10 samples. You're getting 5 new customers every week. And you know what? You found 2 more people who now, as this binary begins to grow, remember in the binary, now when you get your next person, they're going to fall into the next position. So they're going to fall down here, right? So now you got a person who comes here, not that person. That's your second level person, because these 2 were yours, okay? But now this is your second level person who now joins the team, and now they get started. And now the points begin to build, they begin to add. So it's not so much about when a person comes in, because you get 25% of the volume. So you need to understand that. Look at the different packages. Look at how you're putting together the different products, so that now you can be able to understand how that volume is flowing into your binary, how your team is beginning to grow. But the key to this is getting people in and moving them along. That is the key. So now over the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk about a couple skills that network marketing professionals have. And I'm going to open this up. If there's any questions, I know that's right. Gwen got her ticket to Indianapolis, and I see the books that you guys are reading. But I'm going to tell you the 7 skills that you need to master as a network marketing professional. All right. And then over the next couple of weeks, we're going to break them down. I'm not going to do that tonight because, guys, our plane, we have a red eye out of here. And when I tell you, I normally am very last minute, but this time take the cake. When I say I haven't even opened a suitcase, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm getting ready to get off of here. But write this skill down. The first skill that you need to master at being a network marketing professional is prospecting. All right? That's the first skill. You got to learn how to prospect. And and prospecting is what we'll deal with on next week. We'll talk about that a little bit on the different places and the different avenues and the things that you can actually go out and do in order to begin to prospect and to build your business over here at TLC. Once you now prospect people, that's your exposing. Okay, how am I exposing the business? Okay, the second skill you got to learn is how to invite. All right, you have to master the invite. And so when I say master the invite, that means that you got to invite people to hear about something. Okay, whether it's the products, whether it's the products and the opportunity, whether you're sending whether you're whatever but you have to be able to ask a question. Just like the simple question that we used to ask, do you or anybody you know want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, and make a little extra money this week? So, something like that, not saying that is it, okay? But you being you and having fun at this, now learning how to invite in order to pique the interest, okay? You pique interest in order to now get yourself to showing the plan. So the third thing is presenting, okay? You got to get good at presenting. These are the skills that network marketing professionals have. And you may be saying, well, I don't feel comfortable talking about the products. I don't feel comfortable talking about the compensation plan. Well, you know what? Start practicing. Have fun. Do some Facebook Lives and say, and read, like for real. Like I got the new brochures. Oh my goodness. You guys go order the CBD brochures that just came out. I was blown away to see. I said, I see why this Alleviate work. Because you know what? We got the one-sheeters back there, but I never really paid it attention. But when I saw every ingredient in that Alleviate, I'm like, there's no way this product can't work. Every essential oil in it, it's like 30 ingredients in that Alleviate. So literally just start having fun. Have fun, do lives and read for real. But that's gonna help you to learn how to present. What else will help you to learn how to present is to get on the TLC conversations. Okay, we talk about the products. We talk about the compensation plan. We share a story so that you can learn how to master your story. That's key. You got to have a story so that you learn how to now share your story. Okay, so presenting is a skill you got to master. The fourth one is follow-up. It's not a joke when we say your fortune is in the follow-up. So you got to create you a follow-up system. How are you following up with all the people that you now prospect, that you now invite, and that now you present something to them, okay? Now you got to follow up with them. Your follow-up should be happening every single day because you're keeping people in the pipeline in order to make sure that things are flowing properly. Now, the fifth thing, I think I'm on the fifth one, closing your prospect, okay? How are you going to close them? So remember this magic question. Whenever you now follow up with a person, you want to ask, what did you like most about what you just heard or saw? That's the magic question. What did you like most about what you just heard or saw? Because now what that person is going to do is say, oh my goodness, I love the fact that, I could lose 5 pounds in 5 days. I tried everything, nothing has worked. And so now you understand that, they all about the products. They have not said nothing about money. So that's a customer. But then that person that says, listen, oh my goodness, I heard, listen, I could lose some weight. That's a no-brainer. And I know a lot of people that want to lose some weight. That person just told you they interested in the money and the product. So you ask them that question and then you relate to them. So if a person tells me, you know what, I want to lose 5 pounds. If I can see that I can lose some weight, I'm saying, yes, absolutely. That product changed my life. I lost 20 pounds in 31 days. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that these products can help you achieve your goals. So now that you shared, what are your goals? So now they tell me, well, you know what? I want to be like down 50 pounds. Okay, how soon do you want to achieve your goals? Right? And so now they tell me how soon they want to achieve their goals. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend some products because they didn't mention nothing about money. But now when they mention a little bit of money, guess what? Now I'm going to find out, okay, obviously I'm going to relate. Yes, when I heard lose 5 pounds in 5 days and I saw the product work and I lost some weight, then yes, I knew that the world wanted to lose weight. That's the number one thing everybody want to do every year. So let me solve that problem. That's all we do here. And so now, again, I'm going to have some conversations, but we're going to go into that a little bit more so I can get off of here. So you got to learn how to close your prospects. You also got to know when you need to bring a third party into play. Okay, there's something called a three-way call. We'll talk about that more. Okay, but they don't always need to happen, but sometimes they are necessary. And we'll talk about the power of that on another call. The sixth thing is making sure that you get people started. Professionals learn how to get people started, how to move people to action, making sure that they have the information, making sure that you're plugging them into the system, making sure that they're on the team calls with you, making sure that they're part of our Creative for Greatness Facebook group, making sure that they are plugged in everywhere that they need to be plugged in, and now making sure that they're following the purple book, the list, and all of that good stuff. So to getting started. And then the last thing, the seventh thing, promoting events. All roads lead to New Orleans. Master Promoters Team, that is what we are. That is what we do. Promoters get paid. So you got to learn how to master the skill of promoting everything like it's big, huge. Everything is an event. Every time you show up, and it doesn't mean just a physical event. This team call is an event. Okay, when we do TLC conversations, it's an event. That's the reason why we got these banners. It's not just because we just want these banners when we talk about, no, you want to show connection. Post them, invite. But if nobody's posting them, and it's the same people getting on the information every single day, and then everybody else is not promoting, then guess what? You're not being the network marketing professional that you need to be. You gotta promote, master promoter. All right, so those are the 7 skills that we're gonna talk about more in depth over the next couple weeks in order to break them down, in order to make sure that every single one of you here tonight, not that poser. You might have joined as a poser. We all do. Not that amateur. You may be starting off as an amateur because you don't know everything, but you don't want to stay there. That's okay. So as long as you got the mindset to grow, the mindset to win, that's what's going to create the win, so that now you can go out and you can manifest your dreams that you deserve in TLC in 2020. Y'all, it's a CBD detox explosion. We are on a mission to impact 20,000 lives. We're not doing it by ourselves. It collectively, teamwork makes the dream work. So therefore, you all play a vital piece in this organization, and we are thankful for every single yes. So I don't know about you guys, if there's any questions, any of y'all have any questions? If so, you can unmute yourself. Anybody in NOLA who got some excitement on the line, you can unmute yourself. Anybody headed to New Orleans, you got some excitement in your bones, you can unmute yourself. But that's all I got to say. I got a suitcase to pack, for real, all right? So anybody got anything?
Yes. On our way to New Orleans.
Yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. I know that's right. So Gwen.
Yes.
You've been to every
Gwen,
event.
you need some light.
I know I need light, Coach. I'm in the dark trying to shop for New Orleans. What you say, Coach?
I said, you know you need a little light when you're on.
I know I always need light, baby. But guess what? I am the light. I bring the light.
I know that's
There
right.
it is. Whoop, there it is.
I know
am
that's
like-
right.
I'm excited. I'm excited. New Orleans. You never miss an event you qualify for. You have to be in New Orleans. I don't care hook, crook, plane, train, automobiles. Get to New Orleans. Everybody, listen, if you're a part of C4G, let's make sure that we connect. Make sure we are in place. Make sure that you first, I know Coach Pam and Coach Nate and Coach Pam are going to have a text blast. So make sure you're in position, okay? Make sure you're ready to rock and roll and you got your tickets. Guys, tickets, the leadership is going to be powerful, okay? Connecting with the founding families are going to be powerful. You want to make sure you're in position, guys. I'm so excited. You can see I'm in these streets right now. Coach Pam, Coach Nate, y'all know. We got to get ready. You all go pack. I need to see you all in a few hours. I'm excited, okay? Sanita, make sure you got that gumbo ready, baby. We coming.
I know that's right. I know that's right. We ready to eat. We ready to eat. So no, thank you so much, Gwen, for jumping on. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. All roads lead to NOLA. And just FYI team, to everybody that's showing up in New Orleans, Gwen is right. Now the thing about it, pay attention to the Facebook group, because we will text it out, but we realize that everybody's not connected to us through text. You're dependent upon somebody to forward the information down to you. But pay attention to the Facebook group. If you're not in our Creative for Greatness Facebook group, that's a problem. All right, so somebody needs to add you into that group. I made that group visible. I did make it visible because it was invisible. So perhaps if you find the group, you might be able to send a request. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. But make sure you're in the group and pay attention to the group, because we will be posting things in that group. We will be gathering as a team, all right? for those of you that are coming. We're excited to see you, so don't miss that. So we're going to be gathering as a team. Just pay attention, and we'll let you guys know that. But on Saturday night, just like Gwen mentioned, we will be celebrating with the founding families at the All Black Party, okay? The dinner awards. You don't want to miss it. Get your ticket if they are left, okay? Because we as a team will be celebrating. There'll be some awards, you know, at that ceremony and everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So don't miss your opportunity to be in the atmosphere, all right? So that's all I got. Anybody else got anything? If not, we are.
Just want to say, Coach Pam, excellent training, great value you shared with us, and it's being a professional. And unfortunately, I won't be able to make the New Orleans, but we'll be in Indianapolis.
All right, yes, Indianapolis. Thank you so much for jumping on and sharing. Derek, we appreciate you. Thank you. Indianapolis, all roads definitely are going to be leading there, and that's going to be a bigger and better event, guys. And again, we want to set these goals, and we want to make sure that we hit these goals. The goal is, y'all know one of our Nate and our favorite songs. And baby, did you say something? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, one of our
favorite. Make sure that you talking about the was after. You talking about that?
The after.
It was after.
Oh yeah. Okay, and that one of our favorite songs. We got a really big team. We need some really big rings, right? So let's get some rings. Y'all know that they bringing back the 50.
Yes!
Right? Okay, so let's get some. We got a really big team. We need some really big rings. Okay, so set these goals, and if y'all are serious, reach out to us. Okay, check your numbers. See what your back office look like. Trust, know, and believe that you could get it done. Okay, we have all the way up until I think May sometime, June sometime, to qualify to be in that event. And I guarantee you that it can be done. Think about it. If we could do it, y'all could do it. Come on. 60 days, we made $22,000. So it's nothing for real for you to say, I'm going to knock out wherever you are. I'm going to get me a $50,000 ring. You could do it. So all you got to do is set your mind to it. And if you're serious, y'all know our numbers. Send us a message. All right. And let's go get this thing done. All right. Anybody else? We good? I'm out of here. See y'all later. I got a suitcase to pack. Last thing I need is to miss the flight. And Nate is not a very happy camper when I stress him out because we're late. So I'm not going to stress out my husband tonight. I'm going to go pack my suitcase. All right. Right, Sean? And love each and every one of you. Can't wait to see those that are coming to New Orleans. Don't miss next week's team call because it's going to be on fire as we now bridge that gap and we now plan for the next event and now get things done here in this amazing company as we change lives together. Love you all. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Right now, hey, like a city that it all began. Never had a master plan. Got this only Eminem, yeah. Only do the thing, yeah. Travel around the world and came back. TLC for real, and that's a fact. Wells of the Johnny Jack, the sky. TLC is about to put you on top and you living your best life. Cash your checks. We'll give you the secret.
Good night, everybody.
You waiting for some change, so let's go get us $1. TLC.